Okay, we're gonna do a story time or whatever. I understand why there's criminals out there. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a criminal. I don't have criminal history, so don't come out here with that mess. Um, I understand why criminals say this, like they don't have time. Black criminals specifically say that they don't have time for to work in under other people, whatever case it be, because they said it messes up your mental state. They say that it working under somebody else. It also um not only that, like they ain't got time being around childish and mentally unstable people. And like I could kinda understand that. Like don't want them to work in the first place. And now I understand why. Because I went through that. Okay. Okay. After they lied, okay. They lied and did the mess they did at the last place I worked at, okay? Okay, I gotta tell you this story. Okay. Let me do something real quick. Okay, I'm back. After they lied, right? They sat there and said, okay, when I went to the place or whatever, I was trying to get another job somewhere. Okay, I understood exactly why they were saying that. Okay, I was in there working nonstop to the point where, like, do y'all not know? Like, I had on steel toe shoes and I was freaking hopping around the entire plant. And these lying bastards gonna sit there and say that I was standing around. Oh, she was standing around. But if I was standing around, why in the is my feet hurting to the point where like I'm hopping around? Okay, no, the first lie was okay. The first lie was they was like they tried to play dumb and say, I don't know who sent you here. I don't know what. Sasha known that was retarded and full of it to start with. Cause something a retard would say. And you knew what place that I came from because you approved of it, retarded. Yeah. Next thing, and one said, she said, they approved of it, so I don't understand why. Okay, next thing, okay. This ain't the first incident. We're gonna talk about the first incident after this. Okay. So I'm hopping around the place out there. The second sign that should have been here, it said, I was supposed to be running the machine, right? They so racist. These bastards had me out there. Uh, yeah, they so racist. These bastards had me out there, uh, doing housekeeping out there, and they tried to have me cleaning toilets. Yeah, but I was new, so all I did was clean like the sinks. Yeah, this is how racist they are. That's the kind of mess they want black people doing. They want black people out there cleaning. And the messed up part is I graduated high school and I graduated college. Right? I graduated high school and I graduated college, and these bastards want me out there cleaning toilets. And I'm like, what? That should have been this next time. I was hired to run a machine, but ended up being out there cleaning. They wanted me to clean toilets, so I didn't know what I was doing, so I didn't do it. Thankful. But I've still had to clean buying around a sink or something, top part of a sink. Yeah. Next thing, okay. That's the next sign. Because, you know, that's what all races want black people doing. They want black people out there cleaning up after they stinking, raggedy, dirty, dingy, disgusting pieces of. They want them to do that. They want black people to do that. Yeah. Yeah. They're some nasty bastards. Yeah. So then the next sign, okay, that should have been this the next sign, okay. So they pulled me from cleaning. Like the woman was like, "Go ahead." She showed me how to do clean something over there in the uh something in the canteen. That's all I know. She was getting ready to tell. She was trying to show me how to do it, and he came out there. The manager came out there and pulled me from the canteen while he saw me actively doing this, and then gonna say, "Yeah, they said that you was just standing around." How they gonna say that I was standing around? They weren't even there, lying bastards. They weren't even around. I don't know what they probably weren't even doing their job, obviously, but that they got time to lie. Um, but anyways, so and let me tell you, they said I was standing around, right, and do not know the people in this company, like different managers, all this stuff, was stepping over. They had me sweeping, right? They were stepping almost on top of the broom and stuff. So after they done lied and said that the whole day, just about before then, they done stepped all on top of the brooms and stuff as it was coming by, but I was just standing around. I was just standing around though. How long standing around and sweep at the same time? Just standing around and it did sweep. I only had two hands, so which ones is it? Which lie is it? Because y'all walk your raggedy, fat bodies, fat, stubby, obese bodies through me taking sweeping. So clearly they lying. Next, okay, I got more. Okay, so that's then when he pulled me out of there, out of the canteen, and then the woman was like, "What's going on? What's going on? Whatever." And I'm like, "What?" And he was like, "Just sign out, because now I should ride by there and let y'all see the now hiring signs on there. We don't need no help. You don't need no help. So that now hiring sign is just out there. You don't need no help." Okay. Okay. I should know there's gonna be some lies then when, like, okay, let me tell you. I should know there's gonna be some lies then when, like, the woman that I was with that was so called trying to be whatever. She was on the side, right? She was on the side, and I was already limping, so I can't run. She was running almost to the side. When they're already around to the side, right? She went all the way to the side and ran. I'm like, so I'm slow going around. I'm like, where is she at? Like, so I slowly walk around there and see, and it was like, yeah, she ran around here. So I should have known that was a sign before I went to the canteen, where she ran around the side like that. That which is childish. Don't go out. I'm limping around the plant because these bastards done lied in this North Carolina. They done lied to the point where I had been working in months. So when I put on steel toes, I was hopping around. I was hopping around after working so many hours in steel toes. So by the time they didn't let me do a full 12 hours supposed to be doing. So I did 11 hours. I did 6 of 11 hours I was supposed to do. They clocked me out. It's time enough to go to you early enough to go to the Stafford services. Go to staff services, right? Get all the way back to Stafford services, right? Here, right in North Carolina. Get to the little right to Stafford services. Side go across the door. We're closed for technical difficulties. What? So I get on. So I have to call them. I called them. They said number to call. I called and tell them the lies that these bastards done said. They go, okay, okay. And I told them straight out. Said they were laughing and going on. They was loud. And my mom was like, "What's going on with them? What's going on with them?" That's what my mom said. And it was cutting up to the point where she was like, "What's going on with them?" They cutting up, laughing, cheering, just woohoo, all this other stuff. And these raggedy bastards, racist bastards, don't know me. So I'm like, what? I should have known that when I went there, I only seen like 1 or 2 black people at the most. I should have known that was a telltale sign. Like, that was because when you only see 1 or 2 black people in a company, any company, that's a telltale sign. They got high turnover when it comes to black people, and I should have known that I wasn't going to be there in the first place. So after they done degraded me and tried to have me do the housekeeping job, whatever case it be, okay, they gonna lie and say I was standing around after I've been hopping around the plant for like a good hour. A good hour. Then they gonna lie and say, "Oh, you just standing around." What? I hopped around the it was a machine. There was 2 guys working on the machine. I had hopped around there to find the woman because she took off running. I'm like, what? So that should be a telltale sign before I went to the canteen. Then I went to the canteen. That's when he like pulled me back like that. Like, what? It was crazy. Then, okay, so after that degraded me and gave me the job that I was supposed to be working in the first place, that, what they do when it comes to black people. They give them kind that job. Okay. That's what they say all black people should be doing. The cleaning jobs, except for the ones that don't like themselves. That's in their little groups. They be licking they crack. Yeah, them kind. That's the only black people they like. But anyway, so they be licking they butt crack. That's the kind that they like. Well, so I go like when he tell me to come to the office, I'm like, okay, whatever. I should know a telltale sign when they start off with. He said that same. Well, come find me in the office. My office around the thing. He didn't even tell me where his office is at. That's another red flag. I'm like, what? So then the woman had to tell me his office is right here. So okay. And he was like, so I could clock you out and give you the information stuff. So I'm like, okay. So, okay. Then, when I get in there, he maybe sign some paper that say that that they didn't need no help and all kind of other stuff or whatever case may be. That and you do nothing wrong. It's just we don't need no help. But you call the temp service and lie to them and tell them that I did something wrong by standing around, and that wasn't me standing around. If you ever see me standing around or something, it was because somebody was explaining something to me right before I had to do it. So I wasn't standing around. I was always doing something pretty much. And that's okay. That's I thought only red flag. Okay. Another company, right? It's another company. That company was made in North Carolina, okay? This company was in the other company that I'll get ready to talk about. It's in Lincoln, North Carolina, okay? I go to that company, right? They go, The next couple I'm ready to talk about, they go, they call they, I couldn't go anywhere but right there at the front, pretty much. And it was like, oh, she going all the way through the plant. I'm like, you can't go through the plant. So they lied and said I went through the plant. You gotta have like a little key fob thing to go past a certain point, whatever. So I went right there where the canteen at right there. I was standing right there, and I was watching them change over. Right, I was watching the guards change over because there's nothing I could done till they changed over. And then I told him, and there was like, and I was like, what time I was supposed to be down here because the thing had alerted me said I was supposed to be down here at 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning, and the temp actually is not open at 7 in the morning. They don't open till like 8 or 9. He was like, no, not supposed to be there till 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And he once again he's bald headed, like a skinhead, like my mom called him kind. That's once again he was like that. So I was like, what? Okay. Next thing I know, and he was like, don't come back to 2 o'clock. Next thing I know, I get a call before 2 o'clock from the temp service council. Don't come back to that place or whatever. You're supposed to be taking a test and all sorts of stuff to do the job, or don't come back that place. They say you was walking all over the plane. You can't walk all over the plane. You can only go right there at the front. That's all you can do. Like, you can't get past that point. Like, you have to have them little key fob things to get anywhere. That's how it is all planes. It's common sense. I know that. Like, and there was like, and you was walking all over the plane, and they don't want you there. What? So that's the first lie they had, and then like I'll probably try. I don't know how I'm gonna put that in a video. I'm not gonna put it in a video, but it's where like they made a bunch of lies basically. They didn't tell me other lies they made up, but they made a bunch of lies to the point where that temp service had their website blocked, where I couldn't apply for any jobs. It was blocked. It said I was blocked and suspended for 6 months from ever working with that whole temp service because of the fact that, and I'm like, what? And I hadn't worked with that temp service at all in years. So that's the first lie. That's the first lie in the first place. And I'm like, what? It was crazy. So that's all I gotta say. Like, so when people, they go around talking about how black people, like, the black community is such criminals, all this stuff, and I'm not a criminal. Like, they don't tell that. And they want to tell, like, they want to talk about the criminals, but they don't want to tell why they're criminals. Because they do stuff to make sure that they are criminals, because they do stuff to keep them from legally making a legal way of living. Like, they do this stupid stuff. And like, when they was telling me that, I was like, dang, like, they were right. Because I experienced it. That's all I gotta say.